we want to get out now to Kilmeny Dukart, who is on Capitol Hill, in fact, standing by for us with Congressman Byron Donalds on what we have heard so far. Kilmeny, welcome in, and a pleasure to see the congressman joining us here as well today.
Bianca, good to be with you. There's been no shortage of fireworks during today's hearings. A number of interruptions from Democrats, including the ranking Democrat, Jamie Raskin, at the top, interrupting the opening statement from Tony Bobulinski, and then a short time ago, also an on-the-record vote to subpoena Tony Bobulinski for his cell phone data. Joining me now is Congressman Byron Donalds from Florida. Congressman, good to be with you. Talk to me a little bit about the theatrics happening in the room behind us.
Well, look, the Democrats cannot defend Joe Biden, so they're down to calling for parliamentary inquiries where none exist. They're interrupting witnesses. They're calling for votes to subpoena Tony Bobulinski's phone. But look, the facts of the matter are this. Tony Bobulinski and Mr. Galanis are in the committee room right now stipulating that, yes, Joe Biden knew exactly what was going on. Yes, Joe Biden was the big guy. Mr. Bobulinski has testified that, yes, he met with Joe Biden for 45 minutes to an hour in Los Angeles, I think specifically the Beverly Hills Hotel, if I recall correctly, back in 2017. And that they also have testified that Jim Biden and Hunter Biden perjured themselves in their testimony during their depositions with the Oversight Committee.
This is witness testimony, so a lot of this evidence is situational, it's circumstantial. What does the Oversight Committee need right now to complete its investigation, to fill in these holes? We know that you guys have subpoenaed for these bank records as part of that.
Well, I would say sit tight and let the rest of the hearing unfold. There's more that's going to come out. But what I will tell you, the first hour or so of this hearing has been devastating to the Biden family and to what they've told the American people for years. Frankly, what they've lied to about for years is that, yes, Joe Biden did know full well what his brother and his son was doing, and they were shaking down these foreign companies that were backed by foreign governments in order to get money for the Biden family. That is what happened. And so now, as this whole hearing unfolds, you're going to be seeing more and more of that come out.
Critics of the Republican-led impeachment inquiry want to say that the GOP is looking for an off-ramp right now when it comes to these criminal referrals instead of filing articles of impeachment. What's your response there?
I have no response to that. What are we looking for an off-ramp for? We're doing our job investigating. You couple that with the fact, and I know this is not the purpose of this conversation, that Joe Biden is simply the master of disaster. He's been a terrible, terrible president. The American people know this. Polling demonstrates that. And then you layer on the fact that his family is corrupt and been taking money from adversaries for years. We're not trying to back away from anything. We are consistent with what we originally said at the beginning of this investigation. We are going to follow the evidence. If it leads to impeachment, then fine. And if it does not, then those are the facts as well. But it's important that the American people know the truth. We are bringing the truth. The Democrats are just bringing circus tactics, stunts, and chaos.
If you support a criminal referral, though, how much faith do you have in the Justice Department, which has been widely criticized by House Republicans?
Listen, I got no faith in the Justice Department, but the House has to do its job. We can't control DOJ. We cannot control the administrative branch. That's what we have elections for. And this November, hopefully the American people make a better choice. But we're going to do our jobs on Capitol Hill. The DOJ, in my view, has been corrupted. They've been protecting Hunter Biden. They've been protecting Joe Biden from the fact of the matter that this is public corruption that they were engaged in at the highest levels of our government.
Have you spoken to the former president about maybe his intentions to continue this investigation if he takes the Oval Office, that this might continue under his Justice Department?
No. We've not had that conversation. What the president is, President Trump, I will say, what he's focused on is the policies that will get our country back on track and actually bringing strength back to the White House so America can be a leader on the world stage again. That's his focus. And obviously having to defend himself from the Justice Department, which is rogue, and from these rogue prosecutors in New York and Georgia. Unfortunately, this is what's happened in our country. We'll deal with the Joe Biden drama in the House of Representatives, and we'll see what they do at Main Justice.
Congressman Byron Donalds, we appreciate the generosity of your time. We'll let you get back to it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Bianca, back to you.
Kilmeny Dukart and Congressman Byron Donalds, thank you so much. Appreciate that update.